The most dangerous job ever. 10 shocking facts about underwater welding in 2025. Look, I've done some crazy stuff in my 29 years working trades. I've crawled through attics in 120-degree heat. I've worked on rooftops in thunderstorms because the customer was screaming about their heating being down. But what I'm about to tell you today, this makes everything I've done look like child's play. We're talking about underwater welding. And brother, this job will literally test whether you've got what it takes to survive. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. My name is Zach of All Trades, and I've been in HVAC for 15 years as a contractor, 29 years total in the trades. I've seen guys come and go. I've watched people chase the money only to realize they picked the wrong career. But underwater welding, this is different. This is where the real warriors go to work. Today, I'm giving you 10 shocking facts about the most dangerous job on the planet. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll either be running towards the career or running as fast as you can in the opposite direction. If you're having some trouble deciding what trade career to choose, check out Course Careers. Talk to Coura. This is Course Careers' new AI career counselor. Coura will help you decide if HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, or supply chain coordinator fits your goal. And then you can start the free intro course it suggests. Just like students across multiple industries have used to break into high-paying careers fast without any experience or college degree. The intro course will show you exactly what the job is like day to day and teach you how to get hired within 4 to 12 weeks. I'll leave the link in my description and pinned in the comments below for you to check out, right down there. Look, I wish I had something like this when I was starting out. Would have saved me a lot of trial and error. Now back to the underwater welding facts that are going to blow your mind. Fact number 1, death rate will blow your mind. The fatal rate for commercial divers is 40 times higher than the average worker. Let me say that again, 40 times. You know what the fatality rate is for construction workers? About 10 deaths per 100,000 workers. Underwater welders, we're looking at 1,000 deaths per 100,000 workers in some studies. I've been doing HVAC for 3 decades, and yeah, I've had close calls, electrical shocks, falls, heat exhaustion, but this is playing Russian roulette with Mother Nature herself. The ocean doesn't care about your experience. It doesn't care about your certifications. One mistake down there, and you're not coming back up. Fact 2, you're literally welding in an alien environment. Here's what blows my mind. You're talking fire, literally fire, and making it work underwater. Think about that for a second. Fire underwater. It's like trying to have a barbecue in a swimming pool. The process uses up to 300 to 400 amps of electricity while you're surrounded by the world's best conductor, water. When I'm troubleshooting an HVAC system, I'm paranoid about a little 24-volt thermostat wire. These guys are running enough electricity to power a small house while fish are swimming around their heads. The welding creates a bubble of steam and gas around the work area. You're literally working inside your own little atmosphere, 60 feet underwater. If that's not the definition of badass, I don't know what is. Fact number 3, money is absolutely insane. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. The money is stupid good. We're talking $25K to $80K for a single job. Not a year, a job. Some offshore gigs, 6 figures in a few months. The top guys are pulling in $300K to $400K plus a year. Now I make decent money in HVAC. After 15 years as a contractor, I'm not struggling. But these numbers, they're in a different universe. Here's the thing though, you're not just getting paid for your welding skills, you're getting paid for your willingness to potentially die for that paycheck. Because every single day you go to work, there's a real chance you might not come home. Fact number 4, the training is absolutely brutal. You think getting your HVAC certification was tough? You think learning to read blueprints and understanding refrigeration cycles was hard? Brother, this training will break you. First, you need commercial diving certification. That's 6 to 18 months of pure hell. We're talking decompression sickness training, underwater cutting and burning, hyperbaric welding techniques, emergency ascent procedures. And here's the kicker. You have to be able to weld perfectly while you can barely see your own hands. I remember when I was learning HVAC, I thought brazing copper pipes was stressful. Try doing it 100 feet underwater with 200-pound diving suit on in zero visibility with sharks potentially swimming around you. Yeah, suddenly fixing the air conditioner doesn't seem so bad. Fact number 5, the equipment is like something from outer space. The gear these guys use is absolutely insane. We're talking about a diving helmet that costs more than most people's cars. $15K to $20K for a helmet. The full diving suit? That's another $30K to $50K. I thought my HVAC tool collection was expensive. These guys are walking around in more gear than an astronaut. And here's the crazy part. The expensive equipment, it's literally keeping them alive. One seal fails. One hose gets cut. One electrical connection goes bad. Game over. When I'm working on an HVAC system and my multimeter breaks, I drive to Home Depot and buy a new one. When their equipment fails 200 feet underwater, there's no Home Depot down there.
Quick break here. Check out which trade is best for you and access the free course below.
Fact number 6. The work environments are absolutely insane. These guys don't work in nice climate-controlled buildings. They work in environments that would make a horror movie director jealous. Nuclear power plant cooling systems, oil rig foundations in the North Sea, ship holes covered in razor-sharp barnacles. I complained when I have to work in a hot attic. These guys are welding on the bottom of oil tankers in 40-degree water, in complete darkness. The currents are trying to slam them into steel beams. The worst job site I ever worked was a flooded basement. I thought that was bad. These guys work in environments where everything is trying to kill them. The pressure, the cold, the limited air supply, the electricity, the marine life. Oh yeah, they still have to do perfect welds that people's lives depend on. No pressure, right? Fact number 7. The physical demands are superhuman. You want to talk about being in shape? These guys have to be athletes. Not just regular athletes, extreme athletes. You need the lung capacity of a free diver, the strength of a construction worker, the dexterity of a surgeon, and the mental toughness of a Navy SEAL. I thought I was tough working in HVAC for 29 years, carrying heavy equipment up 3 flights of stairs, working in 120-degree attics. But this is different. Try holding a welding torch steady while wearing a 200-pound diving suit, while fighting ocean currents, while your air supply is counting down, while you can't see more than 2 feet in front of your face. These guys are literally superhuman. Fact number 8, the technology is advancing like crazy. Here's what's crazy about 2025. The technology in underwater welding is exploding. We've got robotic welding systems now, remote operated vehicles that can do some of the most dangerous work. But here's the thing, robots can't make the judgment calls. They can't adapt when something goes wrong. They can't problem solve when the current shifts or the visibility goes to zero. That's why the demand for skilled human underwater welders is actually growing. The robots handle the routine stuff. The humans handle the impossible stuff. And in 2025, there's a lot of impossible stuff that needs to be fixed. Aging infrastructure, new offshore wind farms, underwater cables for the internet. The world runs on stuff that's underwater, and somebody's got to maintain it. Somebody's got to fix it. That somebody is these absolute legends. Fact number 9, the career opportunities are everywhere. You think HVAC has good job security? Underwater welding is booming. Oil and gas industries, they need these guys constantly. Shipping industry, every ship needs hull repairs. Military contracts, submarines and naval vessels. But here's what most people don't know. The renewable energy sector is going crazy for underwater welders. Offshore wind farms, tidal energy systems, underwater power cables. I've seen the future of energy, and a lot of it's being built underwater. These guys aren't just welding for oil companies anymore. They're literally building the future, and the future pays really well. Fact number 10, the brotherhood. It's unbreakable. Here's the last fact, and it might be the most important one. The brotherhood of underwater welders is unlike anything I've ever seen. And I've been in the trades for almost 30 years. When your life literally depends on the guy next to you, when you trust someone to manage your air supply while you work, when you rely on your team to pull you up if something goes wrong, that creates a bond that's unbreakable. I've got great relationships with my HVAC team. We look out for each other. But this is different. These guys would die for each other. And sometimes they do. Every underwater welder knows someone who didn't make it home. They carry those names with them. They work harder because of them. They live better because of them. It's not just a job, it's a calling. Success stories and inspiration. I want to tell you about Jake. Started as a regular welder in Alabama, barely making $40K a year, struggling to pay his bills. He decided to take a leap into underwater welding. 2 years of training, borrowed money, lived off ramen noodles. Now, he's clearing $250K a year working on the North Sea oil rigs. Bought his mom a house, paid off his student loans, set his kids up for college. Or Sarah, one of the few women in the field, started at 28 years old. Everyone told her she was crazy. Now she's running her own underwater welding company, specializes in renewable energy projects, building the future, one weld at a time. Look, I'm not saying this career is for everyone. Hell, it's not for most people. But for the right person, the person who's not afraid of danger, who wants to make serious money, who wants to be part of something bigger than themselves, this would be the opportunity of a lifetime. Reality check. But let me be real with you for a minute. This job will test everything you've got. Your courage, your skill, your mental toughness. I've been in HVAC for 29 years, and I know my limits. I know what I'm good at, and I know what would probably kill me. Underwater welding might be one of those things not for me, and that's okay. You've got to know yourself. You got to be honest about what you can handle, because in this job, overconfidence kills, literally. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Whether you choose underwater welding or HVAC or plumbing or electrical, the trades offer opportunities that most people never even know exist. You can make great money. You can build something with your hands. You can solve problems that matter. You can be a part of the brotherhood that has your back. But you got to choose the right path for you, not for the money, not for what looks cool on social media, for what matches your skills, your personality, and your risk tolerance. If you're the kind of person who thrives under extreme pressure, if you want to work in environments most people can't even imagine, if you want to make that kind of money that changes generations, maybe just maybe, underwater welding is calling your name. If this video helped you, smash that like button. If you want more unfiltered trade career advice, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And hey, if you're crazy enough to actually consider underwater welding after watching this, drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. Either way, I respect the choice. And here's a trade joke for you. What did the underwater welder say when someone asked if his job was hard? Nah, it's easy. I just go with the flow. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.